Hello guys, good morning or afternoon. I spent the morning on the phone with my mom and trying to feel like living with this head cold. It takes me a very long time to feel like I'm okay in the mornings because there's so much just drainage and like congestion in the mornings, and I just have to sit and drink hot coffee and try to loosen up all of that junk before I feel like doing anything. So it's 1 o'clock now and we've had breakfast and gotten dressed for the day, and I'm trying to do a little bit of picking up in here because it's quite messy. And like I said, I was on the phone for like over an hour with my mom this morning, which I'm so blessed to have her in my life, and so any opportunity that I have to spend time on the phone with her, I'm gonna do that for sure.
Hey guys, what's our next?
Look at Mason's Tinker Toys. Let's see what that is. The longest. What is that? A sword?
Oh yeah, it's a sword.
Wow, good job. Max is hanging out down there on a blanket. Max, are you laying on Mason's blanket? You like that nice cozy blanket? So we're getting ready to start our lessons. Mason has got to get busy on his schooling. Jacob's downstairs working on his map drawing. He is working on drawing Asia and European Russia. And so this week he will draw that every single day, and he will memorize the countries and capitals.
Oh, look at this how long it is.
And then, look. Wow. And then next week he'll work on the features like the rivers and lakes and oceans and things like that of that area. So that's what he's doing. Daddy's getting ready to head out for work. Let's see. And today, what? Oh, today we also have a massive project in Mason's room that we have to tackle because it looks like a bomb has gone off. But in order to tackle that project, I think I'm going to need some storage bins because I need to create a toy rotation system for him because there is entirely too much in his room. This child has more than his fair share of toys to play with. Don't you, Mason?
Yep.
Oh, and later today, I don't know when, but I'm going to sit down with you guys and talk to some of the new subscribers about our family dynamics, since I had to remove the video that just really explained all of that, and I'll tell you guys all about that. So that will be coming sometime today. Alright, so we are taking a little break from homeschooling to have some lunch. We are having apples and Nutella, carrots and ranch, some salt and vinegar chips, and water.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
I used to love this at our old house. Then I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want carrot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You like that?
No, I like that.
That's good.
That's good.
Alright, so during our little break that we're taking this afternoon, I'm going to take the opportunity to quickly make my bed. I started the dryer on tumble so that the clothing would not be completely wrinkled and I could switch out the laundry. And I'm going to straighten up Maddie's room really quick and maybe put away this folded laundry in this laundry basket. And then we're going to finish up our homeschooling. I've got to work with Jacob and do his math lesson and go over his Latin. And Mason still has a reading lesson to do and an activity and our read alouds. So we will be finishing that up just in time probably for me to do some more daily chores this evening and then cook dinner. So my day's pretty much mapped out as far as what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, by the way, you gotta clean my room up too.
Oh, we have a major, I told you, we have a major project in Mason's room, so will that happen today? It really needs to. Honestly, I'm ashamed to even show you guys what it looks like. It's so bad. to go into Maddie's room and clean up a little bit. So it is now dinner time, and what I was gonna make, I am not making because I forgot to get some shredded cheese, and I really need that for that recipe. So I had some frozen meatballs, and I just put some pasta sauce in a pot. I'm going to just make this with these noodles, and then we're gonna have fresh butter lettuce salad with some really ranch croutons, some cucumbers and carrots. What'd you do? Did you blow it out?
Oh, doing it.
You blew out my candle.
Oh, doing it.
You blew out my candle, Missy.
Oh, doing it.
No, no more. No more.
Oh, that's good.
That's good?
Ow.
Are you okay?
I gotta get down. My shoes off.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna need one more thing. I'm going to need a big cat. A big cat. Is that good?
Mama.
What? I'm gonna get these. Alright, so here's what we're having for dinner. Meatballs with sauce over egg noodles, some fresh salad, and rolls.
You gotta try this stuff. It's really good.
Really good? Okay, let's say a blessing before you eat. Alright, so we have decided to run out really quick and pick up a couple of bins because Mason's room is so incredibly trashed, and I need to start the toy rotation system like pronto because it is really bad. So we're going to run out and pick up a few bins, and I was actually planning on staying at home while Jimmy ran out, but Maddie really wanted to go, and then, you know, I figured I might as well go too because he was ended up taking nearly the entire family. So yeah, so we got dinner cleaned up and we're running out to Target to pick up some of these bins, but I wanted to take the moment, and I hope the sound in the background is not too bothersome for you guys. I wanted to take the time because I have not talked to you guys about what I was going to tell you earlier about our family dynamics. So I did have a video out called I think it was called Our Family Dynamics, or Blended Family, or Blended Family Dynamics, or something like that, but I had to take it down because my ex-husband requested that I do so I did. So let me clarify kind of our family situation with you guys, since I had to remove that video. And a lot of you are asking about our family and our kids and all of that good stuff, because it can be very confusing. So let's just get that cleared up. got pink pop? Is that yummy?
And I'm getting a hot chocolate.
You're getting a hot chocolate?
Yeah.
You like hot chocolate?
Yeah. Is that my ring?
I love your ring. What is that?
Ozzy ring.
Maddie.
But you know my favorite thing is?
What is your favorite thing?
Myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
You have a very good self-esteem. Okay, so I found these bins. They're not exactly the size I wanted, but I think they're gonna work. They're blue. What? Shh, don't yell. Come on.
Teach her how to yell instead of scream. No, we're going this way.
We're going this way.
Can I get off?
You can get off and just walk.
Yes, walk, do not run.
You keep on going forward.
Do not run.
Okay guys, so I was trying to tell you this in the truck, but it started getting a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish what I was telling you guys. So I got a question about our family and our family dynamics. Okay, let's see, where do I start? Because we're kind of complicated. But a lot of you guys who have been watching us for a while already know all the answers to these questions. So if you know this and you don't feel like hearing it, then just skip forward if you want. But for those who don't know, I'm just going to give a very quick recap. So when I was 18, 19 years old, I was engaged to a man and I was pregnant, and I had Jacob in 2003, and then 2 months later Jacob's dad passed away. So shortly thereafter I met my ex-husband, and we had Gavin, and then about 5 years into that marriage we divorced. And then a little while, I'm talking, please do not do that. So then a little while passed, I met Jimmy. He had 2 children from a previous marriage, which is Alex and little Jimmy, which you guys have not ever seen. I don't think there's a lot to that story. There's a lot of family stuff, so he doesn't come around a whole lot, and we don't talk to him much. But so those 2 are his, and then he's actually 22 right now. So I'm sorry guys, I have like a really bad itchy nose tonight. So Jimmy had 2, I had 2, and then we got pregnant with Mason before we were married, and then when Mason was about 1, we got married. So that's what the picture shows on my YouTube channel. It shows when we got married. So Mason was about 1, or he had just turned 1, and then we had Maddie. So I had Jacob and Gavin, he had Jimmy and Alex, and then we have Mason and Maddie together. So that is our blended family. And then our custody arrangement right now is that I have Gavin every weekend, and I have him every school holiday, and I also have him all summer long. He stays with his dad and goes to a public school in his dad's school district right now, because where we lived before was not the greatest school district. He's staying with his dad, and he's attending a really good school in his dad's school district. So that's our arrangement right now, and we split holidays 50-50 with alternating years. So that is how we do that with him. With Alex, we get him pretty much the same type of thing every other weekend, a lot during the summer and like Christmas holidays and spring breaks and things like that. And then let's see, what else do you guys need to know? So we're always kind of shuffling kids around. It's, you know, sometimes we have just Mason, Maddie, and Jacob. and sometimes we have all 5 of them, and we just kind of flip-flop kids around all the time, which, you know, is kind of fun, and I like it. And there's a lot of things that goes on when you're a blended family that you have to take into consideration that can be difficult. There are ex-spouses that are involved, and that can create some stressful situations at times. And there's just a lot of give and take that has to happen when that, you know, how that's worked out. And sometimes that happens and sometimes it don't. So, but for the most part, we're both in pretty good situations or circumstances, I guess, right now with our exes, and it's going okay. And the way we have it arranged for the time being, it's working. And it's always kind of evolving as, you know, life circumstances and things change, and we just kind of go with it. So that is what our family dynamic is. I know that a lot of you guys have been a little bit confused about whose is whose and what are you guys doing with these kids, and you know, you say you have 6, but I never see that last one, and that's kind of an estranged relationship. So it's something that I don't really want to get into detail about. It's a very sensitive subject, and really I don't have any business talking about it at all. So that really won't be touched on in my videos unless something were to change. But at this point, I'm just going to leave it with the fact that we don't see him a lot, and we do have contact, but it's not very regular. So anyway, that's that. And tonight we actually bought the first 3 Star Wars movies, and I am so excited because I've never seen them. I think I've seen bits and pieces of the first one, but I've never really seen like all of them, so, or even one entirely. So I am so excited to finally see Star Wars, and I think we're going to watch it, maybe the first one tonight, but we'll see. I was going to work on Mason's room, but it's already 9 o'clock. So that probably won't happen tonight. But I did get the bins, and hopefully I can get his toy rotation thing going here pretty soon and get that room cleaned out. So I'll be sure to take you guys along as I do that big project. I'm not going to tackle that tonight, and just do not, it's way too late for that. So I'm going to get into my jammies, and we're going to sit down and chill and relax and maybe watch some movies while we just hang out. Okay, show us your mad face.
Wait, mad face. Oh, yeah. Show my mad face.
Where's your mad face? That's mad! Show me even madder.
What?
That's bad.
Let's see your mad face again. Where's your mad face?
Did I do like that?
I like that.
Look. Yeah, look.
That's super duper. Angry Hulk. Roar. We're having spuds. I'm having a veggie spud. Daddy's having a big something spud. You want some of mine?
I'm still hungry. I don't want that stuff.